Hey, what's up everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit. And I want to make this video for the person who is just getting started with eBay and you're trying to figure out how to learn about what to buy and sell. And I want to give you one piece of advice in this video. Study the sold listings. That's it. Study the sold listings. If you go over to eBay, you can actually search through various categories. So for example, if you wanted to learn about clothing, you could go into the clothing category and then you could filter out exactly what you want to study in the sold listings. The sold listings is essentially just a button that you click, you check off, and it shares with you everything which is sold on eBay. So what I recommend you do is study the sold listings every single day for 90 days for 30 minutes per day. This is going to help you to build an amazing foundation. So if you want to learn about clothing, the first thing I would do is I would actually narrow it down a little bit more. Do you want to sell kids clothing? Do you want to sell men's clothing, women's clothing, high-end clothing? What type of clothing do you want to sell? So for me, when I was first getting started, I wanted to sell higher end, mid to higher end men's clothing. So what I would do is I would go over to eBay. I would go into the men's clothing section on eBay. You could search through the categories. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, I would filter out what I was looking for. So I was mostly looking to buy from thrift stores and garage sales. So I would filter out used items because most of the items I were finding were used. I would filter out buy it now because that's how I was mostly going to be selling my items, buy it now. I wasn't planning on doing auctions. I didn't want to have to deal with that. Plus, I had noticed items weren't selling as much via auction versus buy it now. I narrowed out and filtered out US only, and then I would filter out price ranges of $20 or more. And essentially what that was doing, all those filters, is it was setting me up with a particular type of item that I wanted to learn about, that I wanted to be prepared for when I found it in a thrift store. So I was trying to find items that had a good market, that were selling on a regular basis in the United States, buy it now. And I would just go through and I would study for 30 minutes every single day. Some days I would actually narrow down a little deeper into the men's clothing and I would study dress shirts. Another day I would study shorts. Another day I would study pants. Another day I would study ties. And over a 90-day period or so, I built a really strong foundation. If you're trying to figure out what to buy and sell on eBay, which actually has a market and will make you a profit, you've got to study the sold listing. So you can do this for anything: clothing, toys, ballpoint pens, wallets, ties, computer items, collectibles, vintage items. The list goes on and on. This is the best advice that I ever received when I was first getting started, and I want to pass this along to you. So the people who succeed in this business, they're consistently learning, they're growing, they're going out and experimenting with new items, and they're putting themselves in a position to get lucky. So hopefully this video helped you out. Go out there, study the sold listings, and build yourself a strong foundation so you can make money reselling for years.